Top Rank with Timothy Bradley. Your host for today is Mr. Lee Samuels. Mr. Samuels, you may begin.
Greetings, everyone. The Desert Storm is with us. And Bob Air, myself, saw Timothy yesterday at his gym, the Boys and Girls Club in Indio. He looked fantastic. He's ready to fight, ready to rumble, and he's fighting Manny Pacquiao, of course, on June 9th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, and we will be on HBO pay-per-view. Bob Air is here. He'll outline who's on the call, and we will get this started. Bob?
Okay, thank you, Lee. I want to wish everybody a happy holiday weekend. We're starting the eve of the holiday weekend. As Lee said, I was at Timothy's media workout, Palm Springs, yesterday. He looks tremendous, and we're looking forward to a great fight. One thing I have to say that hit me immediately is how confident Tim is, and how ready he is for the battle that will take place at the MGM Grand Arena on June 9th.
And Timothy, tell us what's happening in camp and what your preparations are.
First of all, I want to thank God for this opportunity. I want to thank my manager, Cameron Duncan, Top Rank, of course, Bob, Lee, everybody a part of this that made this all possible. Of course, I want to thank Pacquiao and his team for, allowing me and giving this opportunity of a lifetime. This is a fight I've been waiting on, 18 years of my life, it's finally here. I'm ready for this moment. I'm ready to take the throne. I'm excited. Training preparation has been going great. I'm in the best shape of my life. I've probably at the end of the camp, I probably sparred over 160 rounds. I've been training for almost 3 months now. I'm dialed in. I'm on weight. We left the gym at 147 pounds today. So I will be probably coming in kind of light, the day of the weigh-ins, maybe 145, maybe 144. But, I'm just eating a little bit more, and I feel great, confident, and I'm ready to deliver.
Okay, and Cameron Duncan's with us today, the manager of Timothy. Cameron, you've been in a lot of big fights before, but this is one of your biggest.
This is the biggest, and I'm just so proud of Tim. And I went and saw him last Friday, and just his confidence, like Bob said, it's just unbelievable. I mean, he's taking this. He looks like he's getting ready for one of the other fights that I've done with him, and I think you're going to see a new champion real soon.
Great. And is Joel Diaz with us?
No, he probably didn't call in.
Okay, and then Ahmed, let's begin the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you have a question, please press the number 1 key on your phone. If you would like to ask, please press the number 1 key on your phone. Our first question is from Lim Satterfield with the Ring Magazine. Go ahead, Lim.
Hey guys, how's everybody?
Great, thank you.
That's great. Hey, Tim, I talked to, obviously Freddie and Manny had a press conference call the other day, and in spite of, some of the things you've said about your counter-punching ability and your ability, to box, it appears that Freddie Roach believes that your style is almost tailor-made for Pacquiao, in that he believes that once you guys engage, that you will be there to fight and potentially there to be hit. Do you have any view on that?
I don't care what Freddie Roach say. He ain't in the ring fighting for Pacquiao, and he ain't in my training camp, so I really don't care what he say. You know what I mean? He can say whatever he want. I know what I'm training and prepared to do. You know what I mean? And I know I come to fight. So, and they know I come to fight. So there's no real secret to this. In order to beat the champion, you definitely got to take it to the champion, and that's what we set out to do. We set out to win this fight, and not to dance around and look pretty. So I don't care what he say. I don't care what Pacquiao say. I'm ready to go.
Tim, at your last fight, I think I've discussed this with you, and I think I may have even discussed it with Cameron Duncan. When you fought Joel Casamayor, I was privileged enough to sit next to Jerry Eisenberg, who's a longtime boxing writer and historian, and he was noting that a lot of the things you were doing in there were very old school, the body punching, the patience, the breaking down of a guy who's a crafty veteran and also who incidentally was a southpaw. Can you talk about what you did in that fight? Do you think that some of the things that you did in that fight were underplayed and in fact will potentially help you against Pacquiao?
Well, I think I systematically break guys down. I get in the ring, they say I don't have any power, but as soon as they feel me in there, they feel my strength, and as soon as I lay hands on them, then they become really defensive, and they want to hold me. My last couple of fights, guys have just been holding me all night. So it really makes it hard for me to really get my work in. But I just systematically break them down. I take every punch away from them. Starting with the jab. I take that away, then I take their straight left away, go to the body, break them down, and apply the pressure. If you're not hitting hard in there, and if I don't feel threatened, I'm gonna take it to you. And so my last couple opponents have been great southpaws. Casamayor, was a little old over the hill, but he's still very crafty. And they said he had tremendous power or whatever, but I didn't feel any power, in there. So what I do, I stepped to him all night, and I brought the pressure. And the way I fight, my intensity level is very high, and most guys can't fight at a high pace like me. So, I use my conditioning and my strength to basically win my fights majority of the time. In this fight, I'm definitely going to have to be a lot smarter because they say Pacquiao hits very hard, with the left hand and the right hook. So I'll be able to fill out in the first round and see what he really has. And if he does have some power, then I definitely have to be smart in there and outbox this guy. But if I don't feel like he can hurt me, then I'm definitely gonna step to him and I'm gonna make a fight out of it.
Cameron, you being the one of the old school managers who's been around the game and has seen great fighters. Tim has admitted in the past that sometimes he lets his emotion gets the best of him in fights. But have you seen that evolve and his temperament evolve a little bit moving forward in some of his last three fights?
As you can tell, he's a very focused guy, and he's very hyper and lit, and he gives us 1,000%. I've never seen anybody more focused or more bent on getting stuff done than him. I mean, he's incredible work ethic and thinks about it, watches it, eats it, sleeps it, breathes it. I mean, he really takes his career more serious than anyone I've ever seen. With that said, when he gets in there, Tim is smart. I mean, I've seen him box. I've seen him go around and step around guys, change angles, and I've also seen him put on major pressure if he feels that. He's capable of doing so many things. He's such a great athlete. He's so strong. He's got such fast feet. He can do so many things, and then like he said, if he feels like he's got to go in and get it, he'll go get it. If he feels he has to do something to the side or back or around, he just finds a way to win. He's a true winner and a real warrior. So I don't know what I'm going to see that night, but I know I'm going to see a great Tim Bradley.
Last question, Bob, are you there?
Yeah.
Bob available?
Yes, he is right here.
Bob, I guess I'd heard that you guys might have already, Tim is so confident, that he may have said that he wanted to have a post-fight party at the MGM. Is that something you can talk about, or?
Well, I think that should be addressed to Tim and the camera. But yes, we've been informed of that. But why don't you ask them the question?
Okay, same question. Are you guys that confident?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, both of you.
Yeah, I'm confident, man. I'm so confident, man. I'm just ready, man. Like I said, I'm in the best shape of my life. I didn't put in the work. I didn't put in the time. Put the time in the gym. I didn't study the film. I've been on this course, for the last 4 years, man. I've been studying this guy. I've been, looking at this guy. I admire this guy. I just, this is my time, man. You know what I mean? This is an opportunity of a lifetime, man. And I'm gonna give it 110%, man. I'm putting it all on the line. So you're gonna see a great fight. If you miss this fight, you're gonna miss some greatness. I'm telling you, because you're gonna see a fight. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm putting it all on the line. I'm not being there to survive. I'm not in there for a paycheck. I'm in there to win. This is the beginning of my new career. You know what I mean? This is like my first fight all over again. This definitely lead me into stardom, and that's what I want. And that's the reason why I signed with Top Rank. That's the reason why I wanted to be with Top Rank, because they build superstars, and this is my opportunity right here.
Guys, thank you so much. Looking forward to seeing you fight week.
I appreciate it.
Our next question is from Gordon Marino with the Wall Street Journal. Go ahead, Gordon.
Thanks very much. Thanks for taking my question, Tim. I just wanted to ask you, how do you plan to deal with Pacquiao's straight left, and what kind of counter-punching prospects do you see there?
Straight left, man. I'm you know what, I don't know. In training, I know I'm dealing with it. I'm not getting hit a whole lot with it. And like in the beginning of training camp, I was getting hit a lot with the straight left. But now I'm eluding it, moving to the side, stepping underneath it. Great defense, great footwork, and just counterpunching. And so that's pretty much how I've been doing it, man. I've been looking really good. I haven't been getting hit a lot in training camp, and I'm dialed in on it, man. Dialed in on the left hand.
Okay, thanks very much, Tim.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Mike Evans with LA Radio. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, Tim, how you doing there, pal?
Money Mike, what's up, baby?
Hey, my question is, when you got knocked down by Holt, you jumped right back up. Everybody knows that Pacquiao had some power. What have you done differently sparring to get ready for his power?
Well, I had some big guys come in, some big punchers come in and definitely keep me on my toes. I had a kid, coming out of, I think it was, he came out of LA, undefeated fighter, big puncher, a lefty, strong. We sparred, and this kid threw, I think 165 punches in one round. And he's a heavy puncher, so my eyes are wide open when this guy was throwing shots at me, man. I was ducking and weaving and bopping and trying to counter punch and get this big old guy up off of me, man. He came to take my head off, so that's how we prepared, man. And most of the time, I have 3 or 4 different sparring partners. I'll go a few rounds with each, and so each sparring partner is fresh. We put this guy on the end when I'm extremely tired, and my eyes definitely were wide open, and I was able to definitely do very well, in my counterpunching, and definitely break this big guy down.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good luck to you, Timmy.
I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, if you would like to ask a question, please press the number 1. Our next question is from Jason Gonzalez with MaxBoxing.com. Go ahead, Jason.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. How you guys doing?
Very well, thank you.
Tim, I'll make it short and sweet. Taking a step back and looking at Pacquiao's previous performances against Shane Mosley and against Juan Manuel Marquez, do you personally feel that he's lost the step?
No. No, I just think that was probably his focus. You know what I mean? I honestly don't. The guy he can fight, man. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. I think he's gonna be. He's coming to take me out. It's a huge fight looming over his head. The fight that everybody wants to see is the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao, whatever. But he has me in front of. He has to deal with me. You know what I mean, on June 9th, and that's gonna be a tough task. So I think he's gonna be at his very, very best. And he's definitely gonna try to take me out early.
Okay. Now the last question, Tim. Freddie Roach has made mention of the headbutting. Now, taking into consideration that you're a conventional fighter fighting a southpaw, headbutts it's a common commodity. Has that altered your preparation in any way? Is that playing in the back of your mind?
It has altered my preparation. We're definitely been working on trying to eliminate headbutts. Throwing my shots before actually, coming in with my head, actually throwing my shots out, and then stepping in, as opposed to leaning forward and throwing my shots. So we have been working on it in the gym over and over and over, and it's been I've been very successful with it in sparring and, and keeping my balance, great balance. And so, I definitely don't want this fight to end on a headbutt or want to fight. I don't want the fight to, headbutt clash to happen. You know what I mean? Because I don't want any excuses at the end of the day.
Tim, thank you for the time. I appreciate it. Have the best of luck on June 9th, bro.
Thank you.
You got it.
Our next question is from John McCormick with BoxingTalk.com. Go ahead, John.
Hey, Tim, how are you? How's everything?
Everything's great, man. How you doing?
Good. Just a quick question, Tim. With all these Olympic-style drug testing scandals that have broke out as of late, and due to the fact that the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight never seemed to happen due to Floyd's demands for the drug testing, when this fight was in the process of materializing, was that ever, an interest of you? And now that all these fighters are showing up, whether they're dirty or not, and whether it's it's a mistake or faulty test like Andre Berto had, is it maybe more of an interest of something that you'll do in the future, or something that you'll have an interest for in the future?
It was never a thought of my mind, going into this fight. It was never a thought of my mind to do the drug testing. Is it something that I would like? Sure. I don't mind it, man. I'm a clean athlete, and if you're clean, you shouldn't have a problem taking the test. So, something in the future, of course, you know what I mean? But when I signed for this fight, it was, it wasn't we didn't really talk about that and negotiated drug testing or anything like that. So, I'm not worried at all, you know what I mean? Pacquiao is Pacquiao, and he's supposed to be a changed man. You know what I mean? So I don't know if he's ever used steroids or not, but I know it's like the biggest question, because of the drug testing or not. But this guy is completely different now. I'm not worried whatsoever, and bring it on, man. His last couple of performances hasn't been that great, so you be the judge of that. So
right. So you said you just touched on that. His last performances weren't so great, and on the 24/7 episode this past weekend, Pacquiao attributed specifically the Marquez fight to personal problems at home. Do you buy that, or do you think it was personal problems that contributed to Manny's poor performance in that fight, or do you think that Manny is just slowly fading?
I think personal problems definitely can affect a fighter in the ring. Mentally you have to be focused and dialed in, and if you haven't, stress outside of boxing, it definitely can take your toll, mentally in the ring. You need to be 110% dialed in, on what you need to do. So, if that's what the excuse he's using, then I believe it. You know what I mean? And then again, Marquez just has that style that just gives him fits. You know what I mean? They fought 3 times already, and they've been very close matches every single time. So, you can't excuse the fact that Marquez just knows how to beat him, man. And knows how to fight him very well.
Right. And Tim, last at least to piggyback off the question, while you're working, and many times you said, if I can take his punch, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. You just said that you brought in a big puncher, an undefeated young prospect. And so, to elaborate a little bit more on that, are you sometimes in camp, it kind of might be silly to say, purposely taking hard left hands to see, to try to practice on how you would go about adapting and not surviving, but, weathering the storm if Pacquiao was able to land one of those hard, straight left hands on you?
No, hell no. I want to take less punishment as possible. I don't want to get hit by nothing. You know what? I'm trying to lose shots, not take shots. So, I have a really good chin. I've only been down once, man, and that was a punch that I didn't see from Kendall. But, you did see me get up, and you did see me fight hard and get the victory. So, I've been on the canvas before. It's nothing new to me. I've been down there before. I know what it feels like. I'm going to get up and I'm going to fight to the end, man.
Thank you for your time, and good luck tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please press the number 1. Our next question is from Chris Gunzz with Real Combat Media. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Tim. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
I wanted to know how you're training with the new media coverage that you never experienced before. How's it affecting you?
It's not affecting me at all. It's great, man. It's actually great. It makes me train harder. I don't know what it is, man. There's something about those cameras, man. It just, pumps me up, and it definitely makes me train harder, and definitely put on the show for the cameras. But it's fine. It's not a problem whatsoever. No distractions. I pretty much, I just do my workout, and whatever I do, they just tend to follow, and they don't say anything, and I don't really say too much, not unless something's on my mind. But that's pretty much it. Just staying relaxed and just doing me. And that's the key. Definitely dealing with the cameras. You just kind of like act like they're not even there, and just focus.
And when a conventional fighter fights a southpaw, there's going to be headbutts from time to time anyway. Do you think it's dangerous to try to focus on new techniques to avoid headbutting? That's probably bound to happen anyway.
Yes and no. But I think we definitely have to, definitely take in consideration, and trying to limit the headbutts. You know what I mean? Because everybody buying a pay-per-view, man, they don't want to see the fight end on a headbutt, man. You know what I mean? And I don't want to leave a sour taste in the fans' mouth. They pay to see a show, and they pay to see a fight, not a headbutt clash, and then we go to the scorecards after 4 rounds, and then you get a winner. You know what I mean? I just think that's not how you do it, man. So I definitely have to take in consideration and definitely try to elude from the headbutts, and just be smart in there, man. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much it. But it's not gonna take me from take away from my game plan. I'm gonna step inside. I'm gonna bang the body. I'm gonna apply the pressure that I normally apply. And do me. But I'm definitely gonna be aware of, kind of like I was when I fought against Casamayor. I was very aware of the headbutts, and I definitely kept my head out of the mix.
Mm-hmm. I gotta admit, it took me a while to get excited about the fight, but seeing how you're training like a beast, I'm getting excited about it. I think you could really make a fight out of it. I just wanted to know, you made your plan A, and your plan A was to attack, but you said if you felt his power, you might box and use your plan B. How much focus are you putting on the plan B that you're probably going to need?
You know what? My focus is on, I just train for every aspect of the game. I've been boxing in practice, moving, and then and then every now and then, I'll step to my sparring partners for a couple of rounds, and we'll just duke it out. You know what I mean? Because I feel that there's just not just one plan you can do to beat Pacquiao. I mean, see Marquez set back, counterpunch, counterpunch, but he didn't get the decision because you know what? It seemed like he wanted to win, man. You know what I mean? If you want to win the championship, you got to take it to the champion. You got to make a fight out of it. And so if Marquez would have stepped up, grabbed his balls and stepped to Pacquiao and made a fight out of it, and win the last couple of rounds, he probably could have won the fight. But he didn't do that. You know what I mean? He laid back, and let Pacquiao control the tempo, control the action, and Pacquiao ended up winning those rounds. So, it's just a mixture of things, man. One thing that I do very well is I know how to win, and I know when I'm down, I know when I got to pick it up, and so I just have to be able to make adjustments in the ring, and I'm really good at that. So it just depends on how Pacquiao comes out, man. You know what I mean? So we working 50-50, 50 on boxing, 50 on brawling.
Sounds great. I got one more question, Tim. His last few fights weren't so great, but he didn't perform so great. But then you said he didn't lose his step, you said before that. I know it's a battle to mentally prepare yourself, and we all heard rumors of why Pacquiao might have got there. I'm not saying he's guilty of anything, but is it hard to mentally prepare yourself for a guy who you don't know what to expect from?
No, you know what? I just prepare myself for me. I don't really care about what he's doing or what he's done. I don't care if he climbed Mount Everest. I don't care if he, I don't care what he's doing, walking on water or whatever. It doesn't matter what he's doing. It's about me. Every time I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror. The battle's with me. If I could be at my very, 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 very best, on June 9th, I'm going to do very well. I should come out victorious because you know what? I put in the time, I put in the dedication, I put in the hard work, man. The hard work, the blood, sweat, and tears in my training camp, and I'm at my very, very best. So, it's never the battle with Pacquiao. It's a battle with myself first and foremost.
I love it, Tim. You excited me, man. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Our next question is from Carl Freitag with Fight News. Go ahead, Carl.
Hey, Tim.
Tim.
Hey, how you doing?
The first question on the Pacquiao call was about headbutts. You've already had 2 questions about headbutts on this call. Does it bother you that when people talk about Tim Bradley, it seems like they immediately talk about headbutts as in opposed to an appreciation of your boxing talent? Does that bother you?
No, it don't bother me at all. I done heard every bad. I done seen every bad picture. I done heard everything. I mean, it's just old. You know what I mean? It's kind of old to me, and it don't really bother me. It doesn't get on my skin anymore. I really don't care what people think. You know what I mean about me. You know, all I know is I know how to fight, and I'm 28-0, and I'm captured 3 world championships, and I'm going after a 4th. And I'm fighting against the best pound fighter in the game, who is Manny Pacquiao, right next to Floyd Mayweather. So, you know, it doesn't bother me at all, man.
Are you looking to go in there and fight like infighting, or are you going to try and box him?
I'm looking in there to go in there and do whatever it takes to win. If I have to fight infighting, then I'm going to fight infighting, because Pacquiao don't fight well inside. You know, he doesn't. You know, if you look at all his fights, he don't fight well inside. He throws slurry combinations and he gets out. He'll step out on an angle and then come back with a shot, step out on an angle. He won't stand. He don't really stand there and bang. But maybe they're working on it now. You know what I mean? Maybe they're trying to back me up, you know, and take it to me. So, you know, so we're aware of that. We're aware of anything, you know. We just prepare ourselves for the worst. You know, maybe he will come forward and just try to bang me out, you know. Then that's when I need to go to boxing. You know, the thing is I'm very schooled. I'm very schooled, you know, a school fighter. You know, I know when to move. I know when to box. I know when to brawl. You know, and I just got to put it all together. You know, I just got to put it all together, and that's it. You know, plain and simple.
What do you think about putting on a little bit of extra weight? I know you fought at this weight before. Any big deal?
Oh, man, I'm faster than ever. I'm faster than ever now and stronger. You know, I'm at my very best, man. You know, if you guys didn't see the training camp, you know, I actually had my media day yesterday. I'm super fast. Combinations is there. You know, the strength is there. The power is there. Everything is there. You know, my Cameron Duncan came down to watch me spar. The speed is still there, ain't it, Cameron? Shit.
It's there. Plus.
It's there, yeah. And that footwork. And the footwork is there. So, you know, everything is there, man. I'm firing on all cylinders. You know, reactions is there. Timing is there. I'm ready to go, man. Y'all gonna see an exciting fight, man. I promise you guys. It's gonna be a great fight.
Think you're gonna knock him out?
I don't know about no knockout. I'm not sure. You know, I really don't. I'm not a big prediction type of guy, but I know at the end of the day, I'm gonna have my hands raised. You know, and I'm gonna be the winner. That's plain and simple. Just like every other fight I say, I'm gonna have my hands raised at the end of the night.
Okay, good luck.
I appreciate it, man.
Our next question is from Mike Evans with LA Radio. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey, one more quick question, homie, about the upcoming fight. Will you try to hold back at all at the beginning, or are you going to come out and expecting Pacquiao to come out quick? He said that he wants to go after you right at the very beginning of the fight. Is there going to be any pacing of yourself at all?
Absolutely. I got to be smart, man. You know, I definitely got to be smart. I've never been in the ring with this guy, so I definitely got to see what his best punches are, and you know, definitely fill him out. You know, get the timing down. So I definitely want to come out. I don't want to come out too fast and just, you know, because I've done that before. I've came out too fast, and you know, the guy made me pay. You know what I mean? He was a big puncher, so I definitely want to, you know, give it a few rounds and see what he has. You know, read him, and then start, you know, picking them apart.
And some fighters like their family around, some don't. Will Monica, Robert, your daughter be at the fight, or will they be watching from a distance?
Everybody's gonna be at the fight. They gotta see what Daddy do, so everybody's gonna be there.
Well, good luck, homie.
I appreciate it, man.
Okay, champ, we have one more call.
Okay.
Alma?
Yes, sir. Our last question is from Jason Gonzalez with MaxBoxing.com. Go ahead, Jason.
Thank you, dear. My question is for Bob. Bob. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Bob, do you feel any pressure to match or surpass the pay-per-view numbers of Mayweather-Cotto? What's your take on that?
Oh, we're just going to do the biggest number that we can. We're going to do a really good number. That's silly to say that we're going to get more than Mayweather and Cotto, or we're not going to get more than Mayweather and Cotto. You got to realize, you got to give box office attraction. We did 600,000 homes when Cotto fought Margarito. So Cotto has been used to putting up big pay-per-view numbers, and combined with Mayweather, they put up a really big number. We have been putting up terrific numbers for Manny with his fight with Mosley, with his fight with Marquez, and that's what we're shooting for, come up with an equivalent number for the Pacquiao-Bradley fight.
Thank you very much, Bob. Appreciate the time.
Right.
This has been a great call. Let's get our final statements, and let's start with Cameron first.
Just want to thank everybody, and I'm so excited I can't sleep. So I'm ready to watch Tim Bradley do his thing. So I hope everybody enjoys it. I think they're gonna be really surprised.
And for all the media, Timothy will be at the press function, media workout at Fortune's Gym in Los Angeles on Tuesday at noon. And Timothy, what's your final take on today's call?
You know what? Great call, great questions. I want to thank everybody, that made this all possible. Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for once again giving me this opportunity of a lifetime. I can't wait. I'm sick of training. I'm ready to get it on, baby.
Okay. It's been a great call. Bob, what are your final thoughts here?
This is going to be a terrific fight. And all the media that's in the Los Angeles area, as Lee said, Tim will be doing a media workout at Fortune's Gym in Los Angeles, arriving on the new Tim Bradley special bus. And then on Wednesday, Manny Pacquiao does his media workout at the Wild Card Gym. And that's the next last week, and then we'll see everybody at what I think will be one of the great fights in recent times at the MGM Grand on June 9th.
Thanks, everybody. Timothy, Cameron, Bob, thanks. We'll see you in LA.
Have a good weekend. Have a good week.
All right.
We'll see you in Los Angeles.
All right, cool. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.